Alright. Before we get fully started with this, I should probably reboot and explain even what it is I'm doing here. So, we're gonna back out for a second. By the way, I'm playing this emulation through currently... Yeah, it looks like it's working all fine. I'm gonna reboot this. Reset. So, to explain what I'm doing, there is an old Dreamcast horror game that was cancelled known as Agartha, which is also a term known for, it was a word that's used often for a lot of people as sort of a Hollow Earth concept, a sort of conspiracy theory, if you will. This game was announced by a studio. I forget its name because I'm terrible with names, but it's the people that made... there was this toy racing game. I know the director of that studio. It was a French studio who made Alone in the Dark. Some people are probably screaming at me right now if they know what I'm talking about, but yeah. This game was announced by them to be part of Sega Europe's sort of development studio in the late 90s, and it was in development until the early 2000s, until the Dreamcast was canceled, and one of the first development studios that went under was Sega's European studios. This game was actually being funded and published by Sega themselves, so they actually had a lot of stake in it. We'll talk more about that in a second. Oh geez, there's a weird control thing which I'll talk about briefly. But more thoroughly, I guess the thing which I can say more in depth is that this game conceptually always hugely interested me, but never came to be, and unfortunately was canceled before anything interesting could come out of it. This game was kind of one of the more mystical lost games in the horror scene for a very long period of time. Most people knew it didn't really get incredibly far into development, though there was details about it that have been sort of splintered and released over the years. One of the big concepts of the game was a good and evil function, which at the time this was made was a revolutionary idea. It's not as original now. In fact, a lot of the concepts that it was going to do aren't as amazing sounding in this day and age. But back then, they were not things you really saw, and it's kind of foretelling that they were kind of ahead of their time with their concepts. Things that the game was going to tackle was things like a good and evil meter, and multiple endings and changes in the story based on actions that you took within the story itself. For a Dreamcast game, it fucking looks amazing, honestly. I'm not sure if you know the Dreamcast fatality, but that's all good, all good. It was also going to feature a few other systems, like a more open-worldish type design for you to sort of explore. This tech demo sort of shows more of that. There's not, to my knowledge, there's not much to do in the demo besides explore, but that's fine enough with me. And this has always been one of the horror games that have most interested me, so I'm excited to be playing this. This is me blind playing it, I should mention. I'm trying to think if there's anything else which I should mention. Not off the top. This wasn't... Oh, there's one more thing, actually. This was a demo that was released in E3 of 2000, which is about as complete as the game ever got, though to my knowledge there might be a few areas that aren't accessible. I might need to mess around with all the buttons. I know there's a way to access the debug in this, but I have no idea how you're supposed to do it. Also, the controls right now seem a bit weird, but I'm wondering if that's how much of that is related to it actually being bad, or it being like this default, and how much of it is related to me. This is my first time I've used a Dreamcast emulator, so there's some experimentation. It looks like it's running fine. Some things I can mention. You guys can't see it, but there is a VMU thing to the side, like what would appear on your Dreamcast VMU, which tells me my life vitality. Apparently I have 2/3 of my health right now. There's something that's called VRIL, which I have no idea what that's for. I guess it's probably vitality, like stamina. Then I have an evil meter and a good meter. My evil meter starts off a bit small, and my good meter seems to be bad. Now, the controls are a little bit weird. What you see me doing right now is messing around with the analog stick. The right stick doesn't seem to do much. D-pad doesn't seem to do much. What does seem to do much, my left trigger puts me into a first-person view, and that's kind of interesting. The thing which is weird about the controls, which I'm not sure how intentional this is that I seem to have to hold this trigger, the right trigger, to start moving at all, and it puts me in sort of like a running thing. And I feel like that's not intended, but maybe it is. Maybe that's how the game is planned to control, which is kind of an odd control scheme, if I'll be honest. So I can move around like this. There's a pause menu. It seems to get into a front angle of my character, which is kind of interesting. And let's see what I got. I have a gun. Oh, you can like equip it by like data stuff. We have binoculars. We have a book. We have a camera. We have an identity card. We have a key. We have a lantern. We have a loader. We have a pencil. I also should mention, part of the reason why I even found out this was releasing is because, if I'll be completely honest, there's a game concept which I was working on, which is pulling something from winter horror games. I have noticed there is an abundantly high number of canceled horror games with a snow theme. Some of the ones that interest me more, if you want to look more into them, include Agartha, which is for the Dreamcast, Redwood Falls, I believe it was called, which was a game that was playing for the Xbox 360 early in its life cycle. And then there was also a game that was simply called Winter that was playing for the Wii. All three are tremendously interesting to me. All three of them have been canceled for a long time. Agartha has been canceled for almost 20 years. Redwood Falls has now been canceled for like 10, 12 years. And Winter has been canceled for like 8, 9 years. They've all been canceled for long periods of time. And all three, to me, seem immensely interesting. So part of what I want to do at some point is make a game inspired by these things that never came out. So that's somewhat some research, some dorky intrigue on my part, but it is what it is, what it is. So anyways, what was I carrying? I'm carrying... It doesn't tell you what you're actually carrying, which is a little bit weird. I'll start with the lantern, I guess. It doesn't really seem like it's modeled. My character is kind of holding it in a way that he would be holding it, but isn't actually holding it at the moment, which is kind of fascinating. I also know there's a debug menu for this game, and I'm trying to figure out how I might get that to work. Oh, the first person, you can see through his lips every once in a while when you're doing that. Okay, I'm going to try and... There's a way to discard the item that you're carrying. I noticed that because I just did it. Oh, I just deleted it for good. Like, did I put it on the ground? Let me fucking look down. I think I put it on the ground? Is that what that is? Do you see there's like a thing sitting there? Oh, I can only see it from a certain angle. Now it's disappeared. No, my precious lantern. I discarded it for good. I got a flashlight. Not really in a dark environment, so I don't really need that right now. I got an identity card. You can see myself holding it. Where'd the book go? I might delete a few things. Oh, there it is. It was just from a weird angle. I think he's carrying the book in front of him. I do see something that's just kind of stationed there. The controls are a bit finicky. I'm noticing that very strongly. Oh yeah. So, to confirm, there is a button for you to place things on the ground. I don't know how you pick them up once you place them on the ground, though. I might have to restart. I'm not sure if I can. Oh, wait. Wait, it looks like he's about to do something. Nah, he wasn't about to do anything. Yeah, I think they're gone once I've put them. But at least now I know that there was a system in this game to place items down around. I'm going to run out to the snowy tundra if you need me. I'm probably going to fall off the edge of the world, but this is for my own curiosity. What might be out? We're going to start off in... Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, I fell somewhere. I'm kind of surprised. Well, be ready. This is going to be a lot of dorky... Wow. Oh, Jesus. We're going to be doing a lot of dorky exploration and exploring the game. Keep in mind, this game never got very far in development. Obviously, it's a canceled thing. It's part of the fun. I've already mastered the game. You got it. I've got my controls all set. What happens if I fall even further off the edge of the world? No, that's like a snowfall cliff. I'm going places. Nah, we're disappearing for good. Well, you know, I'm doing exactly what I should be doing, I'm sure. Lordy, that fallen damage. Well, keep in mind, this is an unreleased game. This is a demo, which was never made for public consumption. But hey, we're playing it now, 20 years after the game was canceled. I'm gonna cry now. Apparently this little valley area goes deeper than you would expect. I'm gonna see where it leads, just because I'm down here right now. We're probably gonna mess with this for like a good, I'll guess, 20 to 60 minutes, depending on how much there's interesting to do and how much I feel like it. But I'm intrigued at the very least, even though I expect there's not really much to do in my, this is mostly a tech demo, so there's probably not much to actually do in this, but we might see some interesting things. We'll find out. We're just going deeper and deeper. I mean, I know this is called Agartha, which means hollow earth, but we're just going deeper in this. I know you'd be silly, I'm just going and going. Oh, we're almost at the end? Yeah, we're at the end. I believe I can fly. I can't even see myself. There we go. Jerk back into position. Sorry, I think there's an invisible wall here that prevents me from continuing. Can I climb this, or is it going to make me go through eventually? I think it's going to make me go through eventually, but I'm hoping I can use this to get to new territories I've never seen. Okay. Okay, we're almost somewhere. I've almost climbed to something. I don't exactly know where I am, but I'm somewhere. That's got to count for something. Let's see if I can cheat my way. You have to be kind of weird with these cliffs. Like, there's a... if I walk, I'm learning this right now as I'm messing with this. So you can sort of like clip through, but you can also go at a certain angle, which will make you not clip through. And I want to see. I want to get to the tallest mountain. I'm gonna climb the world. I'm gonna see what there's to see. Agartha's been a game that's long fascinated me, so I'm gonna probably take some time with this. Agartha is a city that apparently exists in the core of Hollow Earth. You're correct. Which obviously, probably thematically, has something to do with this game's story. And there's some details that have been released by the developers over time, but of course, since this game is never going to come out, this game is literally, it was almost canceled 20 years ago. Not quite 20 years ago, it was canceled. It was almost announced 20 years ago, and it was canceled now about 18 years ago. But yeah. Well, I found my place somewhere in the Snowy Mountains. Now, of course, there's an actual place I can explore, but I'm not actually exploring the place I'm supposed to be exploring. If I'm going to play a demo, I want to start with maybe the things that's going to lead to nothing before I get to the stuff that might lead to something. There is, however, though, another crevice here, and I'm kind of curious all these crevices may lead. Different variants of the myth. Duel for honor. Agartha is the infinite world tree at the center of Hollow Earth. Oh my. There's a lot of snowy plains. I swear I just saw something in front of me, but I guess not. I guess I just saw the edge of the world. I'm not going to make a joke, which is popping up in my head. It's going to go back over this way. So, is the loader like an actual loader? Like, let me get out of this. I don't know how you use your item. I know how I drop my item. That's that button. I figured out how to drop items. That's the most I can do with them. Understand that a drop item function, though I cannot currently pick up the items I have dropped, so I'm expecting that I'm going to have to restart this at some point because I've been leaving a lot of stuff. Oh. Or that might happen. I think... Oh, am I somewhere? I feel like I'm zooming ever so slowly over there, so I think I'm stuck somewhere, though, which is okay. This is honestly what I was expecting to happen a while ago. In fact, I was surprised how many mountains we got to climb before that. What if I pick up an item, like my pencil, and drop it? Nope. There's a button which gets me a little bit closer, but I think I'm not going to get out of this area, so I'm just going to click reset. It's probably good anyway, so I can get my stuff reset. Again, I'm playing through an emulation at the moment, so yeah. Dreamcast. So, first adventure, we walked through some empty mountain cliffsides. Internal test version. Alright, we're back. We have everything that we had started off with again. Is there like another button? Oh, you can like click this button to examine them closely. Is there a way to pause the rotation? I'm gonna see how much I can read off this. Can I do that? Like, no, it just kind of rotates infinitely. But we get a nice, I guess it's my gun loader. We get a nice close look at everything. Look at all the stuff you could desire. All these high-tech items. What does that pencil say on it? It's this, which is the most interesting to look at, so... Name. It's like Fredersen or something like that. I'm gonna have to pause this and look at the details later. It might be in a different language, which is actually very likely. I don't think this game was set in America even, and plus the developers were French, so... What am I gonna say? Hello there, David. Mess around, so can I climb rocks? I cannot climb rocks. Now, I'm technically supposed to go forward, but I want to go backward and explore this house that's behind me before I do anything I'm supposed to be doing. This is the actual playing field. I'm not going to break out bounds yet. I guess I'll explore things they want me to explore. Get a feel for what we got going on here. Alright, clipping through mountains. That's what I normally do anyway. Welcome to this rickety old house. Can I interact with this? Oh, it got to like a fixed camera angle type thing. Guess I'm going over this way. I'm going to go behind the house. There's also directional audio I only just noticed because how it cut in right there. Okay, so behind the house, it's pretty well textured and modeled for a Dreamcast game. Let's go on to the backside. By backside I mean front side, but I was on the backside. There's a staircase it looks like I can enter. I'm going to see if I can. I, in fact, can. Or I can until this point, unless, of course, I clip on through. Excuse me, sir, I'm braking. I'm going to There you go. Made it. There's another fixed camera angle here. Alright, there we go. So now I can enter inside this house. Let me first see what's over here. If anything. Nothing. That's fine. I might vibrate my character out of existence. I'm trying not to do that right now. Okay, let's go inside here. Oh, actually loaded a new map. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, where am I? Well, let's see what we got going on in these parts. It was a rickety old house. All through the studio, nothing was moving, not even a mouse. Now, I don't actually know... Oh, music just kicked in. That's not what I was expecting either. Oh, let's see what I can interact with without clipping out of the world like my character so desperately wants to do. Let's go a little more this way. Yeah, he seems fine. Just get a good feeling for the interior. They're having a good time here. Should I enter inside the dark place? Now, you know, I want to first... Excuse me, the controls are a little bit weird, so it might take me a little bit to get to over here. I don't think there is anything over here, but I just want to see if there is or isn't. Exploring is my middle name in this particular run, so... Alright. What's inside the dark room? Camera gets there. Now, if I pull out my flashlight or lantern, will they be useful here? I'm not going to drop... Oh. No, not there. So lantern, I don't want to press the drop icon button. I'm seeing if there's any other purpose I can find for it, but I don't think there actually is. Let's try flashlight. Oh, my flashlight actually does work. Alright. Oh, wait. Hold my horses. Step back. Are those... Wait a goddamn second. Oh. Let me move back in a bit. I think these are detached heads. Just kind of sitting here inside this place. Kind of interesting that they're here. You think they're like developer faces as a test or something? It's me thinking here. We all float down here, Ryan. Fun. Huh. I like this one the closest to me. I feel like they're like developer faces, and this was like a test thing. But it's interesting all the same. Also, the flashlight works in here, but it didn't work elsewhere. Even though it's kind of like a test flashlight for the era, but... Jeez. I can blind myself with my own flashlight. Die, camera. Your kind is not wanted here anymore. Interesting how that works, but all the same. So you think I should head back out, or should I spend more time distorting myself? Oh, jeez, my hand! Just want to watch that again. Whoop! Sir, where did my hand go? Oh, there it is. Well. Sorry, just distorting it all the time here. What could be in here besides these heads and other things? Anything else that's on this wall I didn't notice? Nah, I think it's just the detached heads having fun in here. I don't think my flashlight works once I get outdoors. I'm going to test that theory, though. I could break out of this map, but I'm not going to at the moment. I want to explore more, so yeah, my flashlight becomes nigh useless when I get to these places. I'll put the binoculars on. I'm not really sure what they do either. I feel like these items are context sensitive, maybe? Like maybe they only work in specific situations. Okay, so I put them back in my inventory like that if I don't want to carry anything. Now let's see if I can get back. Ta-da! I did a trick by doing what I needed to do. There's actually a first floor of this place, too. Is that another map? Or is that, like, even open? No, it is a different map. That's actually a bit surprising to me. There's a lantern lit up in here. Does this mean my lantern will light up in here? No. My flashlight still works, though. Peekaboo. Flashlight for me and you. Ah, there's a deeper, darker spot in here. Well, that's a mysterious symbol. I'm sure it has absolutely no story importance wherever this game is going to be. Let's take a good look at it. If I can even take a look at it, that is. I could drop my flashlight, but I really don't want to. It's kind of useful, actually. It's probably the most useful item I currently have, to my knowledge. Oh, geez. The hell? I think I'm inside the texture, but it's having like a weird screen effect. It's kind of an interesting filter, though, I'm not going to lie. Gives a fun little visual effect what I'm doing, even though I understand it's just me peeking through the texture. It's kind of weird, though, that you can see it like that through this angle. Actually, I also just noticed there's like a little bit of blood on the wall. Huh, that's interesting. Turn it around. Yeah, just want to explore that, enjoy that one more time. I'm going to unattach this, because that's how I drop it here. Let's go back out as I do my freeform ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I broke out. So for those who are just coming in, I'm playing a game that was canceled almost 20 years ago, and this is a demo finally surfaced like a year ago for this mysterious game. It's the most complete the game basically ever got before it was canceled. It was published by Sega for the Dreamcast, and was more of a tech demo than anything that was present at E3 behind closed doors, and somebody unearthed and then contacted the developer and got the permission to release it. Yeah. Also, it vaguely feels like a travesty this was never finished. I agree. It's always, there's more details I could talk about which are interesting, but for now, let's just enjoy. This is the most complete the game will ever get. So we'll just enjoy what's here. Moving on out, even though obviously playing it here, and I'm sure you guys are putting it together too, this was in a pretty early build. Mainly they were just getting the tech stuff done at this point. Crashed little carriage. I don't think I can interact with anything, which is fine. I kind of expected that even. Fixed camera angle, what can we see here? Welcome to the town of Upintha? Probably it's the Agartha thing. But see, I don't think, I'm just confirming this for good, I don't think I have an interaction icon. Now, I can carry out items, in some particular instances these items seem to have uses, like the flashlight does in some cases. I can also drop items on the ground, but I can't pick them up once I've done that, so... Check things up. We got a crashed over tree, which has an interesting light on it, which I can't quite place where it's coming from, but it's interesting all the same. I'll follow the trail right now before I start going like crazy off the trail or whatever. Alright, we got a couple houses around, starting with you, house. Hey, house, what's up? This is some building. I can't actually read what it says. I'll look at the outside of the building before I enter the inside. Makes enough sense to me. You can see through its 2D texture window. I could probably break through that gate if I really put my mind to it, but I'm not going to right now. Moving on to the back side. Hey, I found that ravine I fell down earlier. I probably don't want to go down it right now because I actually want to explore the village before I start breaking out something single I can find. Let's go to the front side then. Footsteps get left behind, which are fine. What's on the other side of the house then? Nothing, probably. Oh, there's a little something. That's a little cool 2D fake out. Back for the day, that's cooler than a lot of things were, so I can appreciate it. Oh, there's actually a back door. Huh. I didn't actually expect that. Alright, well, let's check the front door before we start checking the back door. Hello, front door. Let me pull out my handy-dandy flashlight. It looks like a butcher place, like, kind of. At least that's what it looks like they're serving there. Meat. I'm assuming this was a store of some sort. Oh, geez, a little bit like that. That's okay. Moving on through, exploring. This looks like the front end of a shop. Is there anything there? Let me put my flashlight away. Is there a way to use the camera? Let's find out. When I go with my first person mode, I need to remember that. And enjoy things from the first person angle. I don't think there's any way to use any of the items besides dropping them, so I'm not going to try it too much. I've been trying that for a bit anyways. So I'll put my camera away just to make sure I still have it. Maybe it's in specific instances I could use the camera, like the flashlight. There's gotta be some kind of speedrun to devise for this. Probably not. There's not really an objective in this. This is a game that was scrapped forever ago, so I'm just kind of exploring it right now. Hello, can. Not much to see there. I'm just gonna kind of walk over here. I could reattach my flashlight, but to be frank, I could see... Hey, a person! Wait, there's an icon. What does that mean? See, it's what my character's like looking at. Does that mean I can interact with that in some way? Maybe I can pull out an item, like maybe my camera right now? Oh, I dropped it on the floor. Fuck. I forgot that was the drop button. Give me, I don't understand how you pick up items once you drop them. I don't think it's possible. Oh, wait. I moved it, though? Well, I'm just going to have to accept I think my camera's lost to me. Hello, Grandma? Can I move to her? What is she doing? Let's watch her for a second. What's going on in the life of Grandma? She looks kind of depressed. She also kind of moved when I got closer, which is kind of interesting. Grandma! Excuse me. You're a fine lady, but I don't want to be stuck here. Grandma, I need to get my butt out of the way. Oh, you're going back to work. That's cool. I'll watch you from here for a second, see what you're doing with the yarn spinning. She's fine. She's doing her thing. Doing what any grandma would do in this situation. And then she puts it down. She gets into the animation we were at for a little bit. I'm going to see if I can break past her. Grandma, I didn't want to have to do this. You know what? I've got an idea. I've got a really bizarre idea. I'm not sure if it'll work or not, but... There we go. I actually did get out. Fun. Now I've got a weird thing to try. Now let me get to the position I was in earlier. Get the reticle to appear again. The most I could say about the reticle is that it looks like a gun reticle, so maybe I could pull out my gun and shoot something? Grandma, I hate to say this, but I'm a stone cold blood killer. Okay. It legitimately looks like... Oh, that's a weird angle there. I'm gonna pull out my gun. Grandma, stick it up. Let's see if I can get aim on her. Excuse me, Grandma, I'm getting used to these controls. Stick 'em up, Nana. Let's fucking... If I can angle this correctly. Maybe I aim this way. Okay. Oh, Oh! Grandma! Grandma! Oh, Grandma! She's... Grandma! No! I can't believe that actually did something. What did I do? Put this away. Well, Grandma... Oh, well, at least maybe I could take her yarn. Give it to me. It does look like she kind of exploded. Okay, well, don't mind me, folks. I'm just killing nanas in this town. I'm a nana killer. Don't mind me. I'm back out. I'm leaving. Out of here with these controls. Don't mind. I want to see if Grandma appears if I leave and come back in. Okay, there we go. That is quite a camera angle. Let me turn back myself around, enter back in. Okay. Oh no! Oh dear! I'm flipping between worlds. Don't mind me. Grandma, are you dead for good? Oh, also, I should mention something. Oh, hey, she's back. But I can mention something. I'm gonna retest. I have a VMU that's displaying off the side that you guys can't see right now. I think my good meter went down when I killed Grandma. Strangely enough, my evil meter did not go up. But my good meter went down when I shot her, something which I noticed. I'm gonna try it again. Grandma, there ain't enough room in here for the two of us. Now that I know what to expect, like if it just shows it all, can I shoot her? Because I think I have unlimited ammo. At least I think I do. So let's see what happens. She died. Oh. I think I broke it. Don't mind me. This is normal. I'm gonna reset. Well, do your thing again. I will, of course, I mean, keep in mind this was an unreleased game, so it's part of the fun of it. Internal test version, please wait. Alright, we're back. Back to the heart of it. If I gotta explore the snowy tundra, what am I gonna do? Run back to town? That's what the camera angle is for. I just figured it out. Alright, so There was another door in Grandma's butcher shop over here, and that was over here, which I'm going to explore right now. Hello, building. I'm going inside. Let me pull out my flashlight. Well, I can reveal what this is. Grandma is running the butcher shop. What a nana. Alrighty, Oh. Oh, sir. I think it's a person. Yeah, it's a person hanging from a butcher shop. Well, I guess Grandma wasn't that kind after all. Boy, oh boy. So I think maybe that's why I could kill Grandma. Here's my predictions. Again, this is a demo that's more of a tech demo thing. I'm guessing in the actual finished game, probably Nana was gonna like turn into an enemy. I was gonna have to kill her, which is why I can shoot and kill her. But of course, she doesn't do that because this is a tech demo. The grunt's trees. Yeah, there's Samuel. Meat is really murder. Grandma wasn't so kind after all. The truth comes out. Oh, yeah, I could turn my flashlight on and off. I only just realized that. So this is the item button, which means I can figure out what items do what, if any items do anything. This pencil doesn't even really exist. I don't really know what it does. A loader. I don't really know what it does. I think it's supposed to reload my gun, but I've got infinite ammo. Lantern. Lantern doesn't seem to work like the flashlight does. I've got a key. If I find any locked doors, I'll try the key. Identity card. I think it's supposed to be more of the item, which I observe like this, but of course it turns so fast I can't really tell what it is. The picture on this doesn't even really look like who I am, so... This creepy face angle. Flashlight, or not flashlight, camera doesn't seem to work. Book doesn't seem to work and sort of clips through me. Binoculars. I wish they worked, but they do not. The gun... Stick him up! Works, but if I overload the gun memory, that's a bit of trouble. So the flashlight and gun do work. Well, Grandma kept her own little dirty little secrets. Anything else I can pull from this? No, I think we're fine. I think we all have its camera controls. I think we can all establish that Grandma wasn't as nice as she seems, so really killing her was no problem. By dead carcass, whoever that is. I mean, now, can I turn the flashlight on and off in the regular world? No, it doesn't work outside where it's supposed to be sunny. So I'll put it away while I'm exploring these bits. Now, I'm not going to jump into the ravine like I did that one time. Let's go to the next building to explore. We got knocked over electric cable, which I guess is kind of working. The controls are inverted, which is not what I'm used to, but that's okay, I guess. I wonder how you access the debug menu. There's supposed to be a debug menu, but I have no idea how you access it right now. Trying a few different things around morbid curiosity. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to access that later, I guess. For now, I'm going to get to this next building. Okay, let's explore this house. So before I enter inside the house, all the houses seem like you can go inside of them, which is kind of neat. Is there any, like, the two buildings I've seen so far also had a way where you could find back doors to them. So I kind of want to see if this building has like any back doors or anything first. I can... There I go. Don't mind me. I found a way on top of the building. It's okay, I'm up here. This is where I live now. Inside this. Don't mind me. Excuse me as I get my camera fixed. It's got a weird inside there camera. Oh, it started the music because I thought it was inside the building, I think. Like maybe it loaded it in because the camera got to a weird angle. That's kind of interesting. Well, let's actually enter inside now. Flashlight time. Let's explore. I'll put this away. I don't think I can interact with my environment, but I'll try messing with things. I can step on the chair. The best sitting animation I've ever seen. Let's go down here. Can I try with this book? I bet I could in the final thing, but I definitely can't right now. Back room. What does the back room have for me? Also, excuse me, a bug was annoying me. Now then. So that's what that was. There was a feeling. I was like, what's that on my arm? Oh, it's a bug. Of course. There's a back room here. Please stop being off the camera. I'm sorry, the camera's just trying its best to live. Yeah, so this is just a little side area. There's like 3 different ways when I first entered, so let's try this area over here now. That's actually a creepy angle of the back room from there. So what's in here? There's an upstairs, I can see that. There's pictures of figures, probably from whatever culture this is based off of, which I should know, but I've forgotten over the years. I did some research in this game a long time ago. Let's go up as best as we can. This is flashlight time. Nice little bed. Textures loading, don't mind that. Down here, oh, there's just a way to jump down. Yep. This is fine, don't mind me. Breaking my hand, that's fine too. Just this little nicely decorated house. Don't think there's much more in here, so I'll leave on how as I came. Alright, so put the flashlight away. Don't drop it from my inventory. It's nothing to you. Oh my. Can I climb over this fence? Nah, fence is too well coated. So there was a collapsed bridge I saw over here before I explored the other buildings in this town. We'll get to those buildings in a bit. For first, I'm just going to go over here. Hello, destroyed cable wire. What do I see here? It's okay, I can't bypass this. What are you talking about? It's impossible. It's not like I could break through this, don't mind me. If I really try that, I could. But I'm going to finish exploring the town before I do anything like that. We got a tree, which looks like it's actually pretty big and well constructed. All the electric poles are broken and destroyed. Who needs electricity after all? There is a well here. Or no, this isn't a well, this is like a shrine. Alright, I'll try getting to the shrine then. I'll enter through this shrine pathway like it shows right here. That made the camera work. That barrel almost looks like I could climb it, but I can't. Stem ooh. Don't mind me. Again, you have to be somewhat careful with the collision in this game. It's a little bit broken. Which I guess makes enough sense, but I feel like I can get up there if I really try, though. Okay. Now, careful, careful. There looks like there's a door up there. If I play my cards right, I might be able to get up there. Okay. Okay. It's only partially destroyed, don't mind me. I'm gonna break through reality. If I believe I can just see inside the house right here. I can go inside first person mode and take a glimpse. That's basically what's inside the destroyed building. Don't mind me as I go back here and we look inside my character's lips like a madman. The face of a dead man. Okay, we're good. Just climb over a few more rocks, back out the way we came. This is a destroyed building that kind of makes me think of a shrine. The holiness was trampled. There's a fountain in the center of town. You know, it's snowing all the time, so I'm not really sure how useful this is. Oh, it's like a wire thing for them to fetch water if they need it, which they probably do, honestly. Too bad it's frozen. Alright, so we got a couple more houses here. I guess I'm going to start with this one. At least the front door is closed. Is there like a back door? Well, there is a back chimney brick wall, but that's not exactly what I was looking for. I don't think... Oh, wait. There is an entranceway into this building. Huh. And that transition normally... Oh, the snow effects inside the... I see what they did. They turned off the snow effects. You can actually see it snowing in there right now until I walk in. Okay. Hot charcoal fumes. The theme kicks in. Interesting, interesting. The front door won't budge. Just a little hot hobo shelter, I'm going to call it. There's another thing right here, which I assume this does going to disappear the moment I step in. Yep. It's a fixed camera angle, so I can't look back outside as easily, but I'll explore it. It's like a stable in here. I'm guessing a horse or something would be in here. Consider that my guess, though. There's a ladder. Can I climb that? There is a thing up there, and maybe in some build, if this was further developed along, I could have climbed this, but at the moment, it doesn't seem like I can. And there's nothing up there anyway, so it's not like I'm going to try so hard, so... Back out I go. There's also a little side area here. Ooh. Dead horse. The dead horse is incredibly blue, which is actually relevant to something about the game, but... I have some theories what this horse was supposed to mean. But anyways, out we go. Anything on the back of the stables? My answer is a resounding no, which is okay. Now there's one more house, which I know of, which is the one right here. Is this different? I actually... Oh, yeah, I have not been here. Let's see what's inside here. I guess I'm going to explore the inside before the outside. Alright, there's people playing cards right here. Of course. Hello, people. Oh, I can shoot them too, I think. Oh, boy. Well, I'll shoot them in a little bit. Let me first see what they're up to. Yes. What? What? He hit the table and the fucking croissant or whatever went flying to him. And he pushed it back. Huh. I'm gonna watch the animation cycle till that loops again. There's some impressive stuff going on here for the Dreamcast era, is all I'm going to say. So that's looped, obviously. What a fluffy piece of bread. Now, before I shoot you guys, because that's obviously what I'm going to do, I'm going to first explore around here a bit. There seems like there's an upstairs. There we go. Stairs are a bit finicky. It doesn't seem like there's much upstairs. There's some Dreamcast lighting, which is being shown off, which is kind of cool, but... Down we go... Nothing immediately right here. Okay, I've kind of lost myself. There you guys are. Okay, I'm gonna shoot them dead. And maybe crash the game when I do so, but it's for science. For science! Trying to get my aiming reticle on him specifically. I killed him. Who's gonna put the baguette back now that he's dead? That is the question. Let's see how this man behaves now that there's nobody here. The baguette disappeared also with him. There was supposed to be destructible environments in this game. I'm not sure it's quite working out what it's intended to in the final game, but that's okay. He just continues playing cards. Like nothing even happened. Well, sir, it's time to put you out of your misery. I'm noticing the candles got kind of interesting in that box. I think since I killed both of them, though, the aiming reticle here has disappeared, so... Oh, well. They both died. The end. Anything over on this side? Not as far as I can tell. Let's move on back. Actually, let me go to the attic and flash my flashlight around a little bit. I haven't really used my flashlight much in this house. Maybe it'll reveal something? I don't think it will, but you never know. I should try it while I'm here, though. Yeah, I didn't say anything. Alright, back out I go. Now, I'm not sure how much is inside this actual house, or out inside this village now from what I've explored. I think I went through all the buildings. We'll find out, though, I guess, and see if there's another passageway. Well, there is actually another passageway, so I guess there's a little bit more. Given, I also want to explore the outskirts once I'm done. First, I'm exploring the inskirts. didn't look at the back of this house, so maybe there's like another door like some of the other buildings. Let's look. So there seems to be no door on the back side of this one. On the sides. Oh, there's also a little area like a... Okay, I see something which I should do with this house. There could be another door, just it might be in sort of this inner stable area. Nah, this is just blockaded, it seems. It almost looks like there was supposed to be a door there, but not quite. Alright. So next to check out is where this gated area leads off to. Let's see where it goes. It's got a gate. I'm gonna walk on through. It's kind of interesting design for a gate, if I will be honest. Now what's this? Kinda looks like a... Let me go in the first person. Looks almost like a sign of sorts, but I'm not sure what the sign means. We'll go a little bit higher. Is this supposed to be like a... Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a graveyard, because we got our good old gravestones with their decorated looks on them. Some interesting designs on the gravestone, though. When we get to the backside, I get a better, clearer look at some of this. Interesting. I'm also going to take a look at the front side. Huh. It looks like there's an item. No, that's my footsteps. I'm silly. Alright, I'm going to climb this cliffside. Using the method of the ancients. I'm kidding here, of course. So I don't really know how much more there is to this to explore. It could be everything. Very well could. But I'll look around a little bit more before I'm like, okay, that was this. There could also be secrets. Also, I don't know how to access the debug menu, which I should maybe look into if I want to see if there's anything in the debug menu you can actually do. Walking around, sleep on there, da-da-da, taking a walk. There was the crevice I didn't really fall down fully before, so maybe I should do that. I'm going to try crossing over here. And maybe falling into a crevice if that doesn't work out. If I just believe, I could probably break through. I'm going to fall down and see if there's anything down there of intrigue. To do that, I have to kind of go a long way, but it'll work. Alright. Falling into the ravine we go. So this is supposed to be water, but like frozen. I understand that now at least. I'm going to follow this a bit. I followed it a bit earlier to a certain point, but wasn't this part of it, if that makes sense. Maybe occasionally I should also walk up and see if there's like anything. Like, you can't really judge from this angle because it's not a great angle. I need to walk up in such a way I don't split through the ground when I do it, though. Like, unfortunately, if I walk forward, I kind of split through. But if I go at such an angle, I can get higher and higher for a bit before I split through. Pretty sure the end of the world is over here, and I'll drop down if I decide to fall off of it. Let's get up here. I think this is the back of that one house I was looking at the first person mode at a little bit ago. Seeing all there is to see up here. Climbing the mountainsides, seeing what there is to see. Just want to see my lips for a second. Here, it looks almost like there's a cave there, but it's because of the pulled out textures. Okay, we might be at the end of our rope, but I'm gonna just check over here a little bit more and then do something a little bit more daring, just to see what comes out of it. There's the graveyard. Up a little bit I go. What is there to see? It's a mystery to me. There are trees up here, which is probably just to add decoration because that's the pathway over there. But still, I'll take an interest. I'll take a look. Pretty sure just a borderline trail a little bit. I heard something for a second. I'm probably just crazy. Okay. Kind of understand the red lighting thing going on with the trees I've been noticing. I just went way down. Holy hell. What part of the woods am I in now? Question for the ages. If I look through here... Yay. Our snowy trek may come to a close, but that's okay. I'm probably going to fall off a cliff now. Going way down to imply that we were on a pretty tall mountain. There is one more thing I want to explore before I'm like, okay, that's where I call quits. So back up I go. I don't want to fall too deep so it gets harder to come back up. Now there are trees here. Oh boy. So there should be a pathway somewhat close, at least I'd imagine so. Else why would they put trees here? Maybe I'm wrong? Oh, I think I'm back at the beginning now. That's what I was trying to go for, but... Okay, refound my way. The path has been found. I want to explore a little bit on this tundra over here. For a few... Oh boy! I was hoping not to fall in said gigantic hole, but... Okay, is there possibly a way for me to get back up? There is, but I have to be really careful. Boy. I think I got stuck. Oh, no. I'm still kicking. I knew it was going to drop me immediately, but I was hoping it wouldn't. Wow, I'm doing some crazy old man things. This old man doing fucking tricks I couldn't even imagine. There we go, made it. But at what cost? Where the fuck even am I? Oh, let's run over here and see if I can find land. I see land. Ahoy. Let me try not to die in the process of coming back. Oh, I found the other side of the stream. I now know exactly where I am. It's actually where I wanted to be, but I'm going to have to be really careful and try and get a little bit higher up. I wanted to see what's on the other side of this bridge. Probably nothing. I just wanted to find out. The answer does seem to be nothing. But I'll continue a little bit further before I give up entirely. You're going to see me walk in one direction for a while. If I can. And now I'm going to question, I think I'm going to see if I can use the debug in any way, which means I'm going to do a quick Google search here. Not Google search, I got something open related to this. In fact, let me use my phone here as I decide to, I guess I'll walk. I'm going to walk and talk. I'm going to use my phone to see if there's any... I know that the debug menu is accessible, but I want to see if there's a way for me to reach it. Okay. I'll stand here. Agartha debug. There we go. Let's see if this is actually a thing that's available and an option to me. okay, there is one video of somebody accessing debug. Of course, it's probably like a button combination. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna hold buttons for a second, see if any of them make the debug pop up. See if anyone asks the question how to access the debug. Let me hold down all of the face buttons to see if like a debug menu pops up. Start menu maybe. The answer is, I'm not sure if there is an answer I can figure out easily. First person fun. I might have to actually go through this if I find it there. Maybe I won't know. There's probably like some button combination yet, but I'm not finding an easy answer. Given this did just come out yesterday when I'm playing this, so it is what it is, I suppose. I think that might be it. At least unless we're saying figure out how to access the debug menu, which is fine. This is honestly about the size I was expecting. It's interesting, and I'm happy it's released, even though obviously it's just a tech demo. I wish this game had actually come out. If it did come out, it might have been a little bit revolutionary at the time. There was concepts in it which were interesting, even though obviously this is just a tech demo and it's buggy and all that. Graphically, it looks quite impressive for the Dreamcast era. There's a lot which I find interesting about it. I might dig a little bit more into this if anything else is discovered, if I just kind of feel like it, I guess. Interesting all the same, though. Interesting all the same. I wish this had come out, though. This has been Agartha. And until next time on the bid, adieu to all of you. Oh, you can see yourself in your first person view. I just noticed that. I guess I should have realized because I saw my lips earlier, but yeah.